And without further ado, hello everyone and welcome. As you can see, I've updated my little overlay for a bit of a Christmassy theme. Sorry it's not a Christmassy game that I'm going to be playing. This is not a Christmassy game at all, but sod it, I started playing it anyway. I'm just going to do my usual sound check, so if you hear me twice, you know why. Good, you can hear the game sound, that's perfect. That's why I was just checking there, because I couldn't hear any game sound whatsoever, but there we go. Anyway, do let me know what you think of my the little Christmas decorations I've done, including my little Ebenezer Scrooge friend right here. Yes, there you are, Scrooge. Because out of me and my other half, I am the Scrooge in the relationship. She's a little Christmas elf. Anyway, enough about it. Time to get into the game. Seriousness, all that stuff. It does seem like the chat is still not working properly, so I'm going to have to rely on widescreening my own stream to kind of see the chat. So if I miss anything you say, do apologise. Anyway, for those of you that didn't tune into last week's late night howling, we started playing the Banner Saga, the first of 3 installments. It's a game that's based a lot on, from what I've gathered, in like Norse culture and stuff. It has giants in it, which are called Vals. We have our some main characters there, stitching a banner that we haven't discovered yet. But basically, the world is under attack by a group known as the Dredge. These are like golems that the giants have fought for years, and even they have had trouble. Anyway, one day the gods died. I can't remember really because it was late night. Basically, and the Dredge appeared, and they just started killing all races, not caring whether you were man, woman, or child, or Val. So all of them banded together and fought the Great Wars. They won, and the Dredge were pushed back, and the Vals built forts to keep them back. And for a time there was peace. Now the sun has stopped in the sky, and Dredge are being seen in the countryside again, and it looks like dark times are upon us. We left off after meeting our first character, which is this Val who's collecting tithes for his king, so taxes basically, from all of his lords that are beneath him. And then we also cut to the 2 characters you see currently on the screen now. One is the father Rook and his daughter Amelia, I think it was, and then in the distance is their Val friend. We left them off after their village had been attacked, and in a dash to try and break away, and they distracted a group of these Dredge. They made a mad dash for the rest of the group to find that their leader, the Chieftain, had died, and now they are roaming towards a place I think called Frostvilla, if I remember correctly, and hopefully to find safety behind its walls. So we're going to go straight in and see and continue on from where we left off. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance back. Before I carry on, just so you know, this is a very text-based game. Lots of decisions have to be read out and then made, and there is combat to it. So, if that's not your thing, sorry, but I really wanted to play this game for God knows how long, and I knew that this is the only way I was going to push myself through it. Anyway, pausing to catch your breath, you glance backwards to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. They're spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. Oh shit, so they're all spaced out. Not good. We've got to pull them together, says Ivor. This is our Val friend. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The path should be just ahead, because obviously the Dredge are going to catch up with us eventually, so we can call an early stop for the day. Slow the pace so everyone can catch up. Keep a steady pace. Rally the caravan with a speech. Okay, I don't know, because this is the thing, I don't know who I don't know whether they're going to listen to us because we're not the chief, but sod it. Let's try and rally him. You make your way to the rear and hoist a small child onto your shoulders. Fight for every step. Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards. The clansmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. Oh good, we improved their morale and gained some renown, which is what we use to level up in this game. And we must be approaching a place of note because it's looting. Oh, morale declined because obviously people aren't happy. So this must be the Godstone that the fuck's sake, Ivor mentioned. What I like is that in this caravan you can see all the little people, but you can also see the main characters at the front there. You can see Rook and obviously Ivor. It's really cool. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women dropped their meagre possessions beneath the Godstone of Hidvaldir. If I said that wrong, I do apologise. Just going to move the mic up a bit. What are you doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there was dredge. Chieftain did what I suggested, and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody had to hold them together. That's you, Rook. How am I supposed to do that? What do we do if we run into more dredge? But you're the dredge killer around here. How am I supposed to do that? Yeah, exactly. Lie. Tell them everything's going to be alright. Gods, Rook, I don't know. Pretend you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Thanks for the advice. Then do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves if you can live with it. You humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control, terrified when you are. Pull it together. I'm worried about Alita, not Amelia, fuck's sake. Alita, mostly. You're right. What if we run into more dredge? As a father, I think he'd be mostly worried about his daughter. Keep her close. You do care, I can tell. Feh, men are a plague on the world, worse than any dredge, as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Ivor. Fair enough. You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternally bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pines. The Godstone looms overhead, massive eyes of Hidvaldir looking the same direction as you. Inspect the stone, get ready to move on. Right, let's inspect the stone. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors, not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings. Out of habit, more than anything else now that the gods are dead, Hidvaldir was the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the land as both man and wolf. He was always depicted as an effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about the woods being full of dredge now. Probably think, fucking get out of my woods, you bastards. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says, before running back to her tent. That's sweet. Back at your tent, you rouse Alita, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually the camp is broken down, and it's time to move on to Frostvilla. It feels like an end more than a start. Oh, Bajak room. Oh, cool. So we've got 2 days of supplies left. Shit. Almost dropped that then. Oh. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the caravan. Allow the men to join you? What are you doing out here alone? Refuse the men and make sure they don't follow. I'd like to know why they're out here all alone. We were hunting here for food when the dredge found our village, says the man. When we returned, he looks away, unable to finish. Allow the men to join you. Turn the men away. No offence, I can't. We need more fighting men, and if they can provide supplies, in my opinion, it's a good idea. We can't just be fearful of all strangers just because of fears of strangers. Aren't we all men? If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The men continuously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. Nice. We gained a few more fighters then. We've got no Val because obviously I was encountered because he's a character. During a rest, one of the men get too drunk and end up splashing mead in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts, many thrown fists and broken bones. Later, the instigator, Rafterstenvarta, Jesus Christ, is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry clansman looking for satisfaction. His personal defence is little more than drawling mumbles. Coerce a public apology from him. He's too drunk to actually do that. Tie him up until he dries out. Laugh off the scuffle. Encourage the others to let the issue drop. No offence, he seems like he's just going to cause more problems than he's worth, so I'm going to tie him up. You grab a rope from the suppliers and make short work of the sot. A few onlookers throw scraps at him, but more just walk away with a laugh, at least content that some measure has been taken. So at least the people are happy, and he's not going to end up drunkenly walking into a fire and setting fire to the entire camp or something. The caravan... Excuse me, my throat's going a bit. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostfeller, with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring, and discussed amongst themselves why you set up nearby. Okay. So they're at least not being hostile towards us. So, because we got an injury, we can talk to... I don't actually remember this from the last time I played this, so we can talk to... Oh, for fuck's sake, why can't I remember? Right, fuck this, we're going to go to Heroes Hall, and then that way I'll remember all these people's bloody names. I think his name was Trade Vela or something. Oh, injuries. Excuse me, one or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but have a penalty to maximum strength equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes when resting in camp. Okay. So yeah, it was Trigiver, and an Eagle, Ivor, Rook, Oddleaf, and Elita. And I got a rune which is for a rank 2 person, which he is, but he's already got his own item. And I can level 2 people up, so I think we're going to level Rook up. Because basically he got 2 kills, so we can start using Renown to level up his abilities. So that will put his higher stats and talents and increase the item rank. So now we can have a level 2 item on him. So now we have 2 points we can put on. I think for Rook. So... yes, I know what I'm doing. Will you stop telling me? So, exertion is the amount of willpower you can use on any given action. Right, I think I'm going to increase that one. And I'm going to increase his armor breaking ability so he can shoot obviously from a distance and whittle down enemy armor while the heavy hitters go in and smash them. Right, and I'm going to give you an item if I can. There we go, so 15% dodge strength, cool. And then we need to do Ivor, there we go, because he got 3 kills out of 2. Right, so, for Ivor, I'm going to put his strength up twice, because he's going to be our heavy hitter. And confirm. Did I confirm Rooks? Yes I did, good. So what do we do with you then? So you're injured. So 1 day. So -1 strength in battle. Rest in camp to heal. So strength is basically how much damage you do to an opponent, but almost how much damage you can take. So obviously, the more damage you take, the less the amount of damage you can do back. So that's not good. Right, I think what we're going to do is rest maybe, but first we'll talk to him. So, Eagle, we'll go talk to you first. How's the arm, Eagle? You find Eagle just outside the camp. Sorry, my throat is constantly going right now. You find Eagle just outside the camp, practicing his sword swings. I saw you taking some hard hits out there. Oh yeah, I'm great. Not great considering everything. I'm fine. My arm's fine. It's a strong shipboard. It's Rook, right? I know we haven't talked much before now, but you want just call me Gil. Okay, Gil. I wanted to let you know that I meant what I said before about making sure nothing happens to Alita. You think about that, what to say. I never seen a shield like that before, so I think this guy has an interest in in Rook's daughter. I ever seem to think you're pretty good. You're protective of Alita, huh? I'm heading back to camp. Stay strong. I'm gonna question that. Well, I don't want her to get hurt. You can see his cheeks turn bright red. Don't worry, she can take care of herself too. I know, I didn't mean... Easy, Gil. I know what you meant. I've never seen a shield like this before. Yeah, I doubt there's many. My father made this. It's solid metal. Really heavy. But I've been practicing it with it since I was a kid. I used to spend a lot of time getting used to lifting it. He raises it up to show you. I'm pretty good with it now. It's the only thing of my father's I have left. Then, when my mother died, she gave it to me before she died. Ivor seems to think you're pretty good. Did he say that? That's good. That's good. I'm trying. Never had to fight anything like Dredge before, but I don't have much else to do. And how many people get to train with a Varl? Just seems like I could be helping to help to someone. That's what I want to be. You think about what to say. I'm going to head back to camp. I will. Oh, and if you need something, let me know. I can do anything you need. Between you and Ivor, we're going to be okay. I can tell. That's a nice little interaction. Right, let's talk to Trygiver now. Trygiver, guess I better thank you for helping us out back there. Trygiver turns his head, eyes wide, as though something was stalking him. Yeah, nice beard, Rook, but that's not why I'm here. Oh, okay, why are you here? Fat clansman. What? They eat, don't know how to kill a thing, Rook. He rolls the R in Rook, gratuitously, while holding out his spear for you to inspect. Look at this thing. They grow on trees. You can make this from a tree. My advice, show them how to stick some pigs or stick a rabbit, a bird. You can stick almost anything, Rook. You think carefully about how to respond. Have you always been this way, Trygiver? Any more helpful advice? Glad you finally asked. Don't trust a man just because they have faces and use their mouths. A man will look at you right through his helmet and lie. Should I trust you, Trygiver? Come on, Rook. Am I wearing a helmet? His logic is if he's wearing a helmet, fuck's sake. Have you been this way? How long have you been this way, Trygiver? Have I always been Trygiver? Dumb question, Rook. Look, I hear what they say, but fuck's sake, my throat. Behind my back. Trygiver handsome, Trygiver's brave, but you're the right man for this job. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Fuck's sake. Oh, okay, fair enough, Trygiver. I get it. We all got things to do. Me, I was about to go swimming. At least you're keeping clean. Nobody comes looking for you in a pool of water, you know. Don't let me waste too much of your time there. My time there. We'll come get you before we leave. I'll see you around. Only if you keep your eyes open, Rook. You can't help but hope there was nothing sinister about the last comment. Fuck's sake, really? Right, sorry, 1 second. Right. let's go to the market now, see what's available there. Ooh, a load of items that I can't use yet because obviously I don't have the actual levels. Right, supplies though. So we have 23 supplies. That's 6 days worth. Let's get like 12 and then actually, there we go, around 10 days worth. That'll do. Oops, sorry. So professional here. So what do you think? Sorry, I've been meaning to ask this. What do you think of all the Christmas stuff I've put on, including the little Scrooge? Right, anyway. While I wait for an answer to that, we're going to rest up, get rid of our injuries, all rested, and we're going to go to the map and take our leave. Fuck's sake, my throat. So that is where Rook is holding up at the moment, just barely left Skogir, and we're on our way to Frostvilla. I just realised how close I am to because I keep leaning closer. Gotta try and stop doing that because I'm going to do my back end at some point. Right, let's leave. We've lounged here long enough, men. We must go. You're just... Fuck's sake, my throat. You're only just outside the village when 2 men in red approach you. My name is Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogan. Many from the village wish to join you to Frostfella. A third man, exuded rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogan, he screams. Okay, what the hell? I'm glad you like it, What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Skogir. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armoured thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned and nobody leaves. You both know what happened. There won't be anything to tend once the dredge arrive. Let your people decide on their own. I don't want anything to do with this. Say nothing. I'm going to say my mind. Dredge my arse. I don't know what the scum in the scam is this time, Hogan, but you've got 2 choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. I can feel the fight coming on. Mogan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. Settle this yourselves, don't get involved. I won't kill men for defending their homes, side with the villagers. Either let's make this a fair fight, side with the brothers. No offence, this guy's a bit of a dick in my opinion, and the fact that he's not taking the dredge threat seriously makes me think he's an idiot, so I'm going to side with the brothers. Ivor steps forward, the thugs hesitate. As you pull your axe, you notice that Alita is nowhere to be seen. Oh shit, where is she? Where's our daughter gotten to? Probably off with Gil, that bastard. Right, so we can have one of the brothers in, I think, you know what, move. I will put you, I will put you there, and I will push you there, and yeah, there we go. Now let's do this shit. Boom. Only one of the brothers, Mogan, the actual one who was the instigator of the fight, was like, nah, I don't want to do this one, bruh. Just move my TV a bit back because I've noticed that I'm still leaning forward, so I will try my hardest to make it so you see me. So, I seriously don't remember some of this stuff, but that might just be my memory being very shit. Right, so, yep, I'm ready. Right, so it is Ivor's go first. I'm going to move Ivor straight up. We're just going to use 2 of our will, which is fine. We're then going to attack this guy. No, we're going to whittle his armour down. Squishy human. Oh shit. So he's used an attack where he charged through and attacked Gil from behind. But Gil can attack him. And get a 4. Oh no, that's... sorry, I need to pay attention who it was. It was Trigiver. Get his armour down. Now it's Gil's go. So she's not off with Gil. Where is she then? Right, what is his abilities that he's got? He's got Stonewall, which basically means he can't take any damage. Right. Let's move there. Continue damaging this dickhead. Okay, she's using 2 will to... Oh shit. Get that bitch. You fucking shoot me, asshole. Blood flail. A series of strikes, each round the attacks strength or armor. Fuck it. Yeah. Okay. There we go. That wheeled her armor down, didn't it? She's going to be a bit of an easy target now. Oh shit. My valve. Oh Jesus Christ, she is easy now. I think that's all her health. Yeah, it is. Just put the axe down, take a shot. Oh look, she's dead. Very Christmassy show, all violence everywhere. Right, so now it is Oddleif's turn. Right, move there. So, rain of arrows. Target a tile and stun an enemy who steps into it in it with a rain of arrows. Fair enough. But I think for now we're just going to get you to whittle his armour down a bit more. Sorry about all the text on the screen that's kind of blocking it, but I cannot do anything about that. Shit, he's not got much armour left. Right. Right, finish him off. That's one down. And they're going to down the Varl soon, so we need to get over there and help him out. That's a good hit. Shit. So he's going to be injured. Not good. Right. I think that's performing like a shield wall. Yeah, stonewall it. So you don't get damaged, mate. Shit. Don't go down, Trigiver. Right, get in there, Hogan. Seeing as you're the reason we're in this mess. Everyone bites the dust. Oi, you bitch. Mind where you're shooting. Right, I can only shoot him, that's fine. Fuck it. Eat arrow. Ah, fucking hell. I took an arrow to the knee. God damn it. Right, oddly. Go for the armour. Fuck's sake. You bitch. I'm gonna gut you like a fish. Take that. Oh shit. Leave him alone, he's just a crazy man. Leave him alone. There we go. You're dead. Now it's just her go. And she's gonna try and kill Trigiver again, isn't she? Yep. God damn it. Alright. Kill her, for God's sake. Kill her. Not that I would say you should ever do that, but this woman is just annoying now. Whack. No offence, Trygiver, you seem to be just constantly falling over. So we've got Ivor injured, and Trygiver again, who only just became uninjured, for fuck's sake. Right, gained 7 renown from that, so that's pretty decent. I really need to stop fiddling with cameras because I keep on doing this every stream. I'm just like, oh, I need to fiddle with that. No, you don't, leave it alone. The brothers thank you with wide grins. Soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. You scan around anxiously for Alita, who has gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually you find her, watching from afar. Hogan returns at that moment, introducing you to his son and wife, and you soon set out again. So we've got 165 clans and 22 fighters. Some renown and some more supplies. And our morale improved, good. Right. Alita marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddleaf approaches you both. Okay, so this is the chieftain's wife, by the way, Oddleaf is. Alita, I have sank for you. Oddleaf has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alita. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skogir. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? Guess I'll have to find out later. Oh, then that means you're both quiet for a moment while Alita unfurls the banner. Oddleaf has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mum? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skogir throughout the years, just as it's done on every banner in every town. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of the banner about your family is short, but Alita has been sewing in colourful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this dredge leaving home, and why did you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, it's okay, if it's okay to ask. They would have killed others. I'm more worried about why you disappeared. I had to make a hard choice. Yeah, they would have killed others. But how do you know which ones are bad? Because the dredge are terrifying every time we have to fight them. I just want to run, but I don't want to kill a person. Please. Are you mad at me? That my daughter doesn't want to kill people? Of course. Why would someone be mad at that? I'm glad you don't want to. Alita smiles at this, then her face sinks again. I guess I would do it, if I really had to. But do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know, Dad. I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of the time to get together sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skogir is your burden now. So obviously that's why it's called Banner Saga, because another way for a story is a saga. I mean, quite a lot of Viking tales were written in sagas, which were songs. So hence why I think this is Norse-based mythology sort of thing. Or just a tale based around it. Oh look, there's a fucking huge Varl there. Jesus Christ, they're big. So we can rest and there's training. Right, let's go to the hero's tent and then we'll talk to Oddleaf. See if there's any level ups that needs to be done. Don't think there will be, but no. Flipping elf, -3 strength in battle, rest at camp. His will take 3 days, his will take 2. Shit. That ain't good. Right, let's get Mogan into place to replace Trygiver for the moment. And Alita will stay where she is. Fuck's sake, my voice. We'll stay where she is for the moment. Right. So we'll probably rest it for at least for a few days. I mean, we've got 10 days worth. I don't know how long it is till the flipping next place, though. Again, I've probably said this last time, but I love the art style of this game. How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Oddleaf before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? I never cared for that expression. It means you're going to be okay. People look up to you. I think people look up to you. I know Alita probably does. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I'm crying because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook, it's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the Chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come and find you. Yes, it was about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Why me? Your family, you should carry it. What would you have done? Why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I think they would follow you. I would vouch for you. You're probably right. No, I think they would follow you. Come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? What will that do? Where will we go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us, I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. Make the hard decision. She looks sideways, eventually giving over a timid smile. I'm not sure if that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard or the sweetest. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alita. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to the camp. Shit, so we're Chieftain now. Fucking hell, we don't look like the last one, no offence. Right, let's rest for 2 days. So that means try to give us back in the fold, and we're going to obviously leave and hope that the rest of the days will go on eventful. Oh god. A small split in the trail. A few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognise this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. Wish to fight as well. See them off with extra supplies. Remind everyone that they're free to do as they please. You think you'll survive out there on your own? Tell them they're needed here. I wish them well. I can't afford to give them supplies, but I'm sure they understand that after all I didn't ask, but I can't stop them if they're going to go after their families. You nod your understanding. Kin is kin, you say. Do what you must to protect them. The man claps you on the shoulder and the fighters depart. I'm afraid of 8. It's not bad, man. Oh, there's Frostfeather, so not that far. Oh, for God's sake, not Rustafari again. Thanks, then. I hope you sleep well. See you tomorrow. Complaints of Rust about excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulling and snaying canvas for a campfire. Fuck's sake, I knew it was going to happen eventually. Nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. The clansman put out the fire on both the wagon and Rustafari's leg before leading him to you. Punish him physically, ban him from the camping near others in the future. This man drinks nothing but water from now on. Yes, I'm going to say that. Rastavar groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to their business. Somehow, you doubt it will be long before Rastavar manages to find another drink, whether you allow it or not. Fuck. Well, if he finds it, then we'll go more drastic. Oh shit. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Rastavar, the unabashed drunk, staggering towards you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to the trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Rastavar. Banish the drunk from your caravan. Let your clansmen deliver justice. Ready yourselves against Dredge just in case. I'm just gonna ready just in case. There'll be time for that later, you tell the men. For now, we take no charges. A full day of uneasy rest passes with no sign of Dredge. The caravan is annoyed by the scare and the delay. Eventually, Rastavar bursts into laughter, and you're sure there never were any Dredge. Not long after Rastavar goes missing, nobody searches for him or seems to mind. Good riddance. Don't give it that. Boy, the cry wolf.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostweather now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
So we reached Frostweather. Kind of a weird city, or town. One side just blasted with ice, the other side lush forest. It's like it's in the middle of two worlds. Another good game. You jostle through fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostfeller for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddly find you amongst the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Val from Bloatsparker, Greyhorn, people from Brita, all the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. And the Chieftain of Frostfeller has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. We're getting into those in the walls. I want to know more about what's going on there. Let's lay low for now and see what happens. What else could we do? Where else could we go? Right, where else could we go? See about our options. With our whole caravan? South, but Sigholm or Borsgard are so far away, they may as well be horse-borne lands. The Dredge are moving south. If we keep going west, we might get out their path. Wormtoe is half as far as Sigholm and full of Val. And across the wastes, these people won't make it. I don't like any of these ideas. That's because they're all bad. There's no point talking about leaving. We have to get in there. I think we should find out a bit more about the situation before we do anything. I see a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and the gates. We could find out what they know. How would we get in anyway? They closed the gate. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it, just push really hard. Yeah. Fuck your puny man-sized door. Right. So we can rest, and then that way we'll get our Val back. You spend a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. The Chieftain just shut himself in his great hall and closed the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here at Adelita. We could help them. The rest of the house is overflowing with refugees, the sick and the wounded, and the noise. Check out the water passage, tend the wounded, settle in for a long haul, rest for a day, leave and try something else. Rest for a day. You take the opportunity to rest. The caravan eats, talks with the others, and feels a little better in general. Everyone but Ivor, who is anxious about being out in the open. Late in the day, you notice a crowd forming around a man shouting about something. Investigate the commotion. The commotion is turning into an angry mob who are becoming ever more furious about being kept out of the city. You overhear them talking about attacking the archers on the wall and breaking through the gates. Hogan and Mogan join in and fan the rising flames. I won't let my family die in a field like dogs, shouts Hogan. He turns to you. Do this thing, Rook. We need you again. Join them in the assault on the gate. Ask them not to go. Wish them good fortune. There's got to be another way other than just charging in. Better we beg you not to stay, says Hogan. We'll not wait out here another day. Despite your protest, they join the growing mob heading towards the gate. Archers on the city walls don't hesitate to fling arrows at them, and many fall immediately, the rest powerless to do anything to the gates. Soon the disillusioned mob has been scattered, with nothing to show for it but dead bodies, amongst which you spot 2 red tunics filled with arrows. You curse and turn away. Fuck. The rest have to attend the wounded. So to follow, check out the water passage. I'm not fitting through there, says Ivor when you arrive at the narrow ducts. Go without me. It looks like it'll get you on top of the walls and then down the gate where you can open it. Wait for us at the gate, Ivor. We'll be quick. I have a bad feeling about this. Let's go back. We'll go for it. When Eagle said water, you should have guessed runoff. Still, you managed to squeeze your way through through tight stonework and force your way past an iron grate. You take stairs to the top of the walls. As you approach the gates, armed men take notice. They don't ask questions. Shit. So I'm going to be taking, obviously, Trigiver with me. So put him there, and Alita, you're going to be going last. Right, let's do this then. Boom! Hogan and Mogan, you idiots. Such a brief life in this game they had. But that is the way of Banner Saga. Shit, so there's a lot. Right, okay. Right, here's what we'll do. Let's get all our fighters on one side. So, there. And him there. And me gonna be supporting them. And then we have both our archer ladies focused on this bitch at the back. Ready. Right, Eagle, you're first. Move up. Hit that prick and whittle his arm down. That way you get at him more later. Don't you shitbag. I'm gonna shoot you out. Gonna shoot me out, you? Well, screw you. I'm gonna stab you with my spear from impale. Causes knockback and targets bleed when moving. But I think I'm going to attack. Oh, okay. I was meant to do both of them, but apparently that doesn't work. Right, I'm going to move there and mark target. Yep. And more damage is done to her because of all of them being near her. So he's going to shoot me. Nope, shoot Eagle. That's fine. That's fine, just shoot Eagle a bit more. Right. Let's whittle armor down with Oddleaf. And move. Get up, come on. Only got I didn't want to do this. Oh shit, yeah, she didn't want to fight, did she? Problem is, they've given us no choice. And we decided not to do this once, and then Mogan and Hogan died. I'm not doing that again. Right, let's get rid of this flipping archer. Bitch. And then, oh shit, aimed the wrong person, but I will got rid of his armour. Don't you die on me. Nope. I need to get a free on her. And boom. One dead archer lady. You shot my daughter, you bitch. You'll pay for that one. There we go. Right, thread the needle. What does that do? Hits all units between the archer and the target. Shit. Not enough of them. Not really enough of them to actually be worthwhile to do that, but could be something we get into doing later on. Oh shit, try give us down again. Right. You go there. Well, his armour down again. That way we can hurt him a bit more. Okay. This dick's gonna come up to me easy. Right. Wrong person again, but forgot. Really got fucking focus on this game. Shit. Right. Get an 8 on him. I need to get one more hit on him and he's dead. And oh shit! You leave my dad alone, you asshole! Let's get a 12 on him. There we go, 7. So he's gonna throw the fit. Ooh, dodge, nice. There we go. So, ooh, I'm still up, I'm still up, I'm still up, I'm still up. Okay. Okay, okay. Right, move there. Then shoot your bow and arrow at him so we can get some of his armour down at least. That might make him easy to play for anyone else. He's probably got me yet. -3 shit. Right. Run, Alita. So I went from not doing it, not attacking them, to basically just doing what we were not meant to do. Right, let's use her for the needle. With some armour down. Wasn't as impressive as I thought it might be, but hey ho. There we go. Now it's this dick who needs to die. I'll get him down to 1. Then it's Alita's go, who will unfortunately have the job of finishing him off. I like the fact that all these other people are just standing here watching. There we go. Oh, Eagle got promoted. And Rook got promoted. So did Alita, nice. Consequences, Trigiver's injured again. Rook's injured for the first time. And how much renown did we get? Hey, not bad. Jesus Christ, look at this man, his twitching eye. What in the depths are you doing? Letting ourselves in. I see that. I'm very impressed. But all those people you just let in here, dead. All those women and children with you, dead. Oh, and thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together, Scowl. What are you talking about? The man orders the guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. I knew there were fighters and a Varl outside. I would have brought you in. I am Igil. I'm in charge here. You heard about the Chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh, really? Think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms. That wasn't clear. What happened in here? Soon as they heard the dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one in the head. That's the short story anyway. At least 3 clans in here warred over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight. You've got your own Varl. That counts for something. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and to take back Frostfellow. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine, cut these sheep loose and watch your own arse. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. I don't want to lose Ivor. Oh, I don't know. We'll fend for ourselves. You can feel Esgil size you up on the spot. His hand hovering up near his axe. He snorts through his nose, changing his mind. Good luck, then. Hope we don't meet again fighting for the same scraps. With the gates closed, Ikil and his men disappear down dark alleys. Hope we know what we're doing. Making up as we go along, Ivor. That's chapter 2 done. Shit. So we finally made it to Frostfellow and find it in the middle of a turf war. For fuck's sake. Of all the times to be fighting over territory. I guess we're heading back to our second character. Oh, no, it's not our second character who we had. Who was the guy collecting tennis. It's god, Hakon, who is, I think, was a line second in line for the Varl throne, but his charge died, who was the next in line. But it was like under suspicious circumstances because Dredge were there, but also the Prince of Man, so it's kind of like, did he do it? And then the Dredge turned up. I was able to get about as many warriors from Stride as you wanted, and more weapons, extra supplies too. You perk up just now realising Morga has been talking to you. Since Vognir died, everyone has been looking to you to make decisions. It's exhausting. Hakon, I heard you. What were you saying? Sorry, just tired. Go on. I was saying the Varl we sent to Stride have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor? Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property, a man named Eric. Eric, I met him. He seemed competent enough. That was who our other character was. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants Dredge crawling through his streets. We've put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of the mouths then. You're sure that wound has healed, Luden? So, Ubin. I agree, enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on our mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. They're right, Luden. Return to Stride and go home. Luden makes his own decisions. Vognir is dead. There's no reason to stay. Luden makes his own decisions. We would only be made to do this again later. I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter some Dredge. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering roads, not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? Tell them to be cautious and no more losses. Tell them to recover the mountainside and dredge bodies. Tell them we don't stop until Skillet is retaken. I think that dredge bodies one. Good. Give the word and we'll set off. Right. So, how long have we been going for? I think it's been roughly an hour. Because I only do an hour on late night howling because of having to go to bed and stuff. Because it is 2 in the morning here in England. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end it here as it has been an hour. So, and at least we're in a good place. So, one moment. There we go, just muted it in my headset so I can actually hear myself talking and don't end up accidentally shouting. But anyway, thank you very much for everyone who tuned in. I really do appreciate it. If you do like this, don't forget to follow and turn on the notifications so you can get notified of when I'm next live. If you want to get more early warnings, you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, where I always do an early warning of when I'm streaming, of if there's been any changes, or if, for example, a stream has to be cancelled for some odd reason. You can also check out my schedule, which is first thing on my little Twitch page here. There has been a change to my schedule today, not today, for tomorrow, which will, or today actually, considering the fact that now it says Thursday 1 AM, because I realised, or Emma realised, it's not Wednesday 1 AM, it's Thursday 1 AM. Maybe that's why people aren't turning up. Maybe not, but who cares? I do care, really. But also that tomorrow I am going to a meeting. Now this is not like a I'm in trouble meeting or something like that. This is just me and Em meeting someone to talk about us getting a place, sort of thing. We're not actually doing anything yet, so no one get all excited if anyone does. But basically we're just going to be talking about financial stuff, and the guy is coming at where at the time I would usually stream. So I thought, okay, instead of depriving people of a stream, I'll just stream early at 2 PM, so you can look forward to me and Em playing Divinity Original Sins tomorrow at 2 PM, okay? If you do want to see more of my content, you can go to my YouTube channel, there's a link down below, and just obviously enjoy all my stuff there. There's first impression streams, the complete grouping of my Dawn of War streams from the beginning where we get to Caldaris and begin the fight to the end where you'll have to watch it to find out how that ended, yeah, so let me know what you think of that, and obviously leave likes and comments on all of the videos so I can know what you like to see more of or what you would like to see again, etc, etc. But anyway, this has been Late Night Howling. I have been Wolf Reaper 54, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on them ding the bell on YouTube. Bye. Almost fucked that up.